Here we are. I need longer arms. Ugh. Hi! How is everybody today? Hope you're all having a great weekend. Hope somebody, or everybody, or anybody had a chance to drop by the Harvest Market today in Underhill. We normally love to go, and they haven't had it for a couple years. They had a limited one last year. Didn't make it today. Maria told me we only have one nice day. By tomorrow, rain coming again, and they're calling for rain for 3 days. But she said, "Yeah, your butt out here and keep working on it." And she's right. I give her credit. She has given up a lot for me to get this shop done. But hey, so be it. When it's done, we'll be in good shape. But let's see if I can show you where I am. Though I thought I'd just give you a quick. I need a break for a couple minutes. Whoops. Let's go change cameras. There's a button on here somewhere. There it goes. Back camera. Woo! Back camera, front camera. We had a couple of down rainy days, so the one thing I did was fix this old side. On-off switch died, of course. Somebody put just a light switch in there, and without getting into a lot of details, I'm not sure how much people know about electronics, but motors are a heck of a draw when they first start. Even if it says 14 amps, you go, "Wow, I got a 15 amp switch. This is easy." Yeah, it's great, but when you start a motor, it draws something like 5-8 times its power instantaneously, just until it starts spinning, and that almost is a dead short, and it's just momentarily. That's why people in the days of fuses used to use what they call fusetrons, slow blowing fuses. You don't have to usually worry about that about a breaker, because breakers kind of delay themselves. They have a built-in delay, if you will, just because of the way they operate. But anyhow, so light switch wasn't going to hold up long, and anyhow, guy contactor, a manual contactor. I couldn't believe anybody actually sold it. Amazon is amazing sometimes. And not saying I like Amazon, not saying like they do business or anything else, but sometimes it's just amazing. Chinese made, obviously, little manual contactor. There's a real motor contactor in there, 3-phase one. I only used 2 sets of contacts, but you could have used all 3 in a 3-phase. And it, what do you call it? It's rated for motor starting, 15 amps, everything else, and it's got big contacts. And $4. You had to buy me a pair, so $8 for the pair. Unbelievable. I mean, last time I bought one for my little lathe, and we're going back a couple of years ago now, but I think I spent $50-$60 for a manual motor starter. I think you can buy them. I saw a Square D one for $30 on Amazon, and this thing $4. Just amazing. And but hey, the only problem with it is small. The smallest box I had, I went oversized wires. That's number 12 wire. You only need number 14 for a motor that's got 14 amps of drawing, but I said, let's go 12. That way I won't have any power losses when it starts in and draws in. If you put another extension cord on it, because all my extension cords are heavier on here. I don't use anything less than a 12, and I've got some 10s here. But anyways, you can see what I did with the yellow cord. It was cheaper to buy an extension cord and hack the end off it than it was to, even get a real cord and make a cord up. So, but that's working now. Anyhow, if anybody ever wants advice on electrical, I am not an expert, but I can tell you a bunch of stuff. Like, it's about a problem. My neighbor just about had a fire. He just talking about heavy wire and the gauge of wire and how you put contacts in that. Again, I just about strip these contacts out, pulling them tight. You have to have a good contact. Things have to be tight when you're doing electrical. We had an electrical teacher. I didn't take his class. Mark did, my brother. But I remember his test for those wire nuts was to literally hang off them. He would literally hang his weight off them and make sure they didn't pull off. And that's how tight they should be. And the neighbor, whoever put his stove in, didn't tighten. I don't think tightened the bolts down tight. And sure enough, it almost started a fire, burned the wire up because it got hot. Must have arced in there, must have had a bad connection. And it ruined the other wires in it. Oh, thank goodness it didn't go up in flames. I mean, felt bad for him. But you can see. Anyways, all that excitement. What other excitement? I'm going to show you about my Gable truss in 2 minutes, because that's where I am today. But then we had another stupid event again. Our life never seems to end with stupid events. You guys have seen where I parked everything here. This will never be a parking area. The truck is going to be out there one day. the motorhome obviously will inside the shop. That's why we're making the shop so big, so I can store in so it doesn't ruin the roof. And you see the gas meter there. I didn't want to put the gas meter there. I actually wanted to put the gas meter in the back of the house. Gas company said, oh no, we have to be able to see it from the road. All right, that's fine. So we put it where they wanted. Then they gave me a phone call the other day. We're just following up on the letter we sent you. Well, my own fault for not opening the mail for a couple days, but I've been working on this. We're going to put a pole a couple feet out from the meter out there in the middle of your property so you don't hit it. What? What are you talking about? How am I going to get the motorhome on that? Not a problem. We're sending a contractor out. And I really tried to talk nice to this girl. And I explained, hey, listen, I've got an RV in the back. Not going to be parked there forever. It's only temporarily. You know, I just got the trailer back here. You couldn't drive past it if you wanted to. We're building. Well, you got heavy machinery. That means you have to have a pole there. It should be there now. I was getting nowhere with her. I mean, it's just, well, I'm sending a contractor out. Well, why don't you guys come out and talk to me? No, I'm sending a contractor out. Okay, fine. So Maria calls up or finds out she spent half a night doing research in that. Of all things, one thing led to another, but it turns out the gas company has a boss. The gas company turns out answers to like a public commission, and they're the ones who give the certificate for them to, when you call it, do their job, and they're the ones who actually answer to the legislature. So Maria found all this out, filed a formal complaint, and next day we're getting up and we're talking about it, and we go, I wonder how long it'll be. Maybe we should follow up, see how long, because they're going to send a contractor out before we get a chance to even file the complaint. Before we even had a chance to make the phone call, we got a phone call from the girl. We got a formal complaint here. Yes, you do. And we're looking into the issue and trying to see what we can do about this. And maybe we don't have to go out in the middle. Maybe we can just be 1 foot away from the meter. Okay. But why are we being any feet away? Why are we even putting one in? Oh, no, we have to put one in, but maybe we'll be a lot closer. And she called me up twice more during the day. And they're going to come out here Monday and talk to me about it now. Much better. Come talk to me about it. Let's see if we can resolve something. I'm sure they're going to want to put something. I'm sure somebody trying to make themselves do a better job, or do their job, or justify their job, if you will. I have to put something there so you don't hit the meter. I can see it's a very big meter, and you can see I've got my marker. I showed her I've got markers beside it. I said, do you have a picture of it? She said, yes, we do. So they obviously came on site, and sure enough, my neighbor told me I missed them. They came the other day, and they spray painted his meter, so they must have just been doing maintenance. And somebody got the idea this one shouldn't be out in the middle like it. I say, well, you guys told me where to put it, so I don't know what your problem is. But, oh well. So they'll be here Monday, we'll discuss it. But again, I bet you in total phone calls and everything else, and going back through and doing the complaint and trying to do homework, hours of working it. And again, I'm never going to put the RV back here once this is done. The RV right now is sunk in the mud, and that's what I tried to tell them. I said, I can't even move it. When Tony proposed to I can't move the RV right now. I want to move the RV. I need to get the RV out of here. But maybe you guys can see, I had to put wood blocks under it because we are so swampy back here. It is sinking in the mud. There's water under it. Oh, you can hear me. I splashed through the water. There. You know, it's literally water under there. You can see the shiny spots. That block is actually giving way, and it's going down the mud, and I'm just trying to hope it doesn't sink, because when the ground freezes in wintertime, then I will pull it out of here. But I just wanted to move it so we had room to put all the trusses and everything else. Again, if I were trying to take a straight shot even, I probably could even put the bar 2 feet out, 3 feet out, whatever they want. But if I drive straight right now, I'm hitting all those trusses, so I have to make a sharp turn against the house. I don't want them to block me in. Just, oh, I hate, can you say dumbass? I'm sorry, I apologize. Shouldn't say that on the YouTube or on Facebook, but Jesus, guys, just make my life more miserable if you have to. Anyhow, so all that said and done, there's the gable truss up. That was today's job. I put a block in the corner there, got that straight. You can see the white paint maybe in the other corner. I had to grind off or sand down the rim board because it had exploded a little bit and just got a little big. So I got that straight and got ready to lift, put it up in place. Is not there yet, really. It's not. There's not a single screw holding it. It should be, but when I put it in, it didn't fit. I go, oh my God, what's wrong? What did I do wrong? So I jumped all over and Started pulling measuring tapes, and I'm looking and looking, going, well, geez, I thought I measured everything right. It looks like it should fit. No, my measurements are right. And then I caught it. I put a square against the actual truss, and it wasn't square. I said, oh my God, this truss is a square. So you can kind of see up there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Let's see, maybe I can't. Maybe I can. Let's see. I don't think I can. Oh, there it goes. See that clamp there? That bottom piece, 2 feet of wood, decided that it was going to warp. It warped in by over 1/4 of an inch. I was holding the top off 1/4 inch, which wouldn't let me make that corner touch because it was 1/4 inch off. Everything was just 1/4 inch off. Yeah, I knew the bottom had to be right because the bottom was touching at both ends. I went, my God, what's wrong? Maria laughed at me. She thought, you thought you were wrong. I said, I did. She goes, She goes, you've measured so many things and double checked and rechecked it. It's pretty unusual for you to be off. Not that doesn't happen, but it seems to be correct. So tonight, I got the clamp on there. I pulled in the right spot. I'm happy with it where it is. I'll get out here after supper now and pound away, put screws in it, see if I can pull it all tight, get inside, get in spot where it needs to be, block the both ends of it. And then maybe tomorrow, if I get a chance before it rains, and I don't know if I will, but if I can get a chance before it rains, I'll head out here first thing in the morning and see if I can continue that top edge. You can see all the way across. See if I can join them all together. And then at least it'll be kind of permanently in there. And then we start doing the fun part, running the top runs and the runs in the middle of the truss to hold it. Now I got the bottom runs to do, 2 little sub walls up there. Get that cleaned up. I got 2 more boards I forgot to put on the other side, which I'm going to end up doing. I told you about those on the bottom just so they don't wobble. And then we can get those last trusses and start thinking about how the heck we're going to get them up in the middle. Lift doesn't go high enough. We can maybe get one end up in the other and then walk them along and then roll them. That's what you do a normal house, if you will. You walk them along both sides of the wall and then you more or less roll them. You carry them upside down and you roll them up. But it's going to be a lot of work and it's high. God, no, it's high. They're higher than normal. Most roofs ceilings are only 8 feet. Of course, mine's 9 in the middle. It just makes that touch bit harder. I don't think most of it would be that hard. The hardest first 2 up, first 3 up, and then nail them in. God, it'll make my life easy. Anyways, that is my excitement, but you can kind of see it looks more and more like a building now. It's starting to take more shape with that door in there. Now everybody can see that's the 2 doors. At least people understand why I'm building a little more. 2 big garage doors, ag area on top, little office area in the front of the machine shop there. We're slowly getting there. Anyway, guys, now that I've vented and feel a little better about the world, and hey, what you gonna do in life? It's all good. I think we'll survive the whole thing. Your wife keeps putting up with me and talks me off the ledge every so often when I get too frustrated. Keeps telling me it's not worth it. Don't let my blood pressure go through the roof. Don't have a heart attack. It'll all work out. She keeps it going and she keeps me in gear and keeps everything calm. I love her. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later. Like I said, I'm going to take a quick little break. And then I'll get my butt out here and see if I can get that one all nailed in. Have a good one, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.